What up, chat? Oh, what kind of bullshit is that? They claim they should have what's called pass-through charging. If that's bullshit, it don't. Got some news, peoples. Oh, that sounds nasty. That sounds muy nasty. Um, got some news, peoples. Just heard back from the co-host. Cam's gonna be joining us in about 10 minutes, peoples. Thank you so much for your patience. Those of you who were with us in the other stream, thank you for coming back to link up with us over yonder. We got a couple of good ideas for episodes coming up, man. So we're gonna once Cam gets here, we're gonna run those by you, and we are gonna ask you guys for some help selecting some topics. By the way, me a new bait, and I absolutely love this one. This is way better than the one I had. Extremely better than the one I had. And the one I had was the top of the line when I got it. Well, I got it a long, long, long time ago. And the technology has advanced quite a bit since the day I bought that one. And this, I was taking a risk on this one because this one was kind of cheap. There was another one that I wanted that I knew was going to perform like this one does. I mean, the other one's probably even better than this, but this is plenty for me. So the other one that I knew was gonna be good, that shit was like $340, right? This one was 160, and supposedly, according to people in the know, this one was is just as good as the other one. So I noticed that I had 100 day guarantee, satisfaction guarantee. So I'm like, all right, cool. I got 100 days to return it. Fuck it, I'll give it a shot. And I absolutely love this thing. By the way, thank you all for joining us. I see we got 14 people watching, but I don't see any chats. That's fine if you guys don't want to talk. But sometimes there's an issue where my chat will be frozen and people are talking, but I just can't see. So if anybody can just write the word test or something in the chat to let me know if my chat is frozen or not. Because if it is, there's a way I can fix it. There we go. What up, blah, 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 on demand? Shout out, sir. Thank you so much for clearing that up for me. I was thinking that my chat was busted. Open mind studies. What's the deal? Open mind studies. By the way, peoples, open mind studies is somebody you all know, but he that's his alter ego. Open mind studies. You see this shit? This is the vape I was telling you about. If you get it, especially if you take a good hit off this shit, watch how thick the vape is. This one is a million times better. Like I said, this one it feels like you smoking, but the thing is that when you vape the shit, it tastes better. So the flavor is way better than smoking. But the density of the my man said pause. Oh shit, I don't even know what I said, but I know it must have been something crazy. Yeah, so this one actually feels like I'm smoking. But check it out. Here's what's so nice about it. And it got a timer on it. It's a 6 minute timer. And I gotta go through the 6 minute timer twice. And this is all it takes. It only holds a point two. And bro, you sitting there for like 15 minutes puffing on that shit. Yeah, but so thank you to anybody that is a part of this channel, that makes this channel a reality. We really appreciate you. Without you guys watching the videos, obviously, there's really no reason to be posting them. And we've been doing this channel. This it's a podcast. We've been doing this for about 3 months. To those of you that know me from my other channel, my moto blog channel, this is not going to come as much of a surprise to you. To anybody that does not know, I also have a moto blog. And the viewers from my moto blog are so cool and so loyal, especially those in the live stream, that it made me want to start a podcast so we could sit there and have real conversations and not just motorcycle related shit. And every week, man, we get more subscribers, we're getting more views. Like, you guys are really coming through for us, and we appreciate that. Food Freak 102, straight out of Canada. What's good with you, Food Freak? What's good with you, James Conner R7? James Conner R7 is a sleeper. James Conner R7, you wouldn't know, but he's like one of the most solid, most loyal subscribers that we have on this channel. And he's really humble, and he don't really pop up that often. And when he does, he don't say much. But he's a solid dude, man. Fuck with James Conner R7. Food freak, just laying in bed, feeling shit today. Pause. Feeling shit is crazy. How was your day? Well, food freak, not gonna lie, I had a hell of a day today. But right now, I am over here using my dry herb vape to wind down just a bit. James Conner said, "I've been riding around." Isn't that a song? I've been riding around. I swear there's a song that goes like that. Food freak, to my knowledge, and I'm pretty sure you said you're from Canada, so if I'm butchering that, my bad. But I'm pretty sure the good herb has been legal in Canada for quite some time. Am I right? Lulu Limo 1002 Z6U was good, bruh. BRU. Um, what the hell just happened? Come on, man. Why'd you retract your message? I wanted to see what you had to say. I went down to the park. James Conner R7. Dude, that is a fucking t-shirt if I ever seen one. I went down today. I'm good though. It's crazy, bro. Pause, bro. Holy shit, pause. But nah, all jokes aside, I'm glad you good. I wouldn't have paused you so so quickly. if you didn't make it clear that you good. Yes, from Canada, and yes, thankfully it's legal here. So, have you ever heard of the Planet of the Vapes? That's what that POTV stands for. Planet of the Vapes, Lobo. It is a dryer vape. Ander KSX wants me to tell him that he is such good fanboy material. I mean, if that's what you claim, that's what you claim. I mean, I'm not interested, and I don't know you enough to know if that's true or not. But the fact that you admit it probably means it's real because anybody that was a man, wouldn't say that shit. So, yeah. Wait, so what all the pause thing? All right, James Conner, I'm breaking it down to you right now, right? I'm from New York, and in New York, we have this immature thing that everybody does. Everybody does, right? Where if you say something and it was meant innocent, but it sounds like dirty, sexual in nature, you call pause. Or like some people say no diddy. But pause is acceptable. Pause is the main thing. And now, so on this channel we call pause. And then when people forget to call pause, right? Um, and they put a comment that sounds dirty, but they ain't mean it like that. I screenshot the comment and then put it out of context on a T-shirt. So think about it. If you didn't know the topic was about motorcycles, and somebody said you saw it on a T-shirt, or you just heard somebody over say, "Yeah, I went down today. I'm good though." It's like, yo, what does that even mean? Dog, that's my man's in there. Oh, I can't. I get it now. Like, yo, I got a great one. There's somebody in my job. Here's a perfect example, right? Somebody in my job that subscribed to both of my YouTube, right? So my videos pop up in his feed. And he came up to me at work and he was like, yo, you be coming on my phone? Like, hey, yo, pause, bro. I don't know. No, not that's not me. You're thinking of somebody else. But remind me to never borrow your phone, no matter how desperate I am to make a call. That is crazy. Fuck you mean I be coming on your phone? That is wild, bro. If that would have been written out, oh, that would have been the T-shirt to end all T-shirts. Alyssa, what up, Alyssa? What a time for you to pop into the chat, right? Yeah, do it straight. I was like, just walks up to yo, you be coming on my phone? It's like, no, I don't. Absolutely not. Never have. Never will. That's disgusting, bro. Oh shit. Not gonna lie, I didn't see the naughty. The naughty? Oh yeah. Oh, I told you that one already. How about this? I got a great one, right? This was like a year ago. I'll never forget this. So the offices at my job, right? There's two like community offices. The owner of the company got his office on one end. The purchaser got his office on the other end, and then in between is like where my desk is at, where there's like one other desk but nobody's at it, and then next to me is the salespeople, and the accountants and all of that, right? So where the salespeople are, they were having a sales meeting. The owner of the company was in there, and they were talking about a customer, and we deal with a lot of nurseries. So they mentioned one of the customers, and the boss was like, "Oh, he's a grower, isn't he?" And me and my boy that were in the other office, we looked at like, "Yo, what the fuck? Yo, that's crazy." On company time, dude. Yo, thank you, Trey. Appreciate you, brother. My man said Dave be abusing phones, violating them according to this man. This man said I violated his phone. Trey Carlson said notifications. Yeah, that's some one hell of a fucking notification, bro. Dark or Darko Rod. Pause. What's good, Darko Rod? Dina Davis. Hey, how are you today? I'm chilling, Dina Davis. We is having a good old day. Like I said, my new vape is here, and I like it a lot better than my old one. Feels like I'm actually smoking, so now I really don't have no reason to smoke unless, of course, I let the battery run out, which I'll eventually do. Alyssa Motor, but I got some good news. Got some good news, man. I got some heart issues. Man. There better be more to it. So they had this dating shop and all things to scare me. He's okay. Oh, I got some news. I thought you said some good news, and then you started going into all of that, and I was like, yikes. Damn, Melissa. Yo, let me tell you something from experience. Make sure you support them because I still feel guilty to this day. This had to be like more than 20 years ago. Holy shit, it was 2005. So you figure 21 years ago. I was with my dad. My dad used to do construction, and the winter time they don't work. So springtime around, they were getting ready to go back to work. His boss paid him to come in and paint all the fucking equipment, put a new coat of paint on the equipment, that safety yellow or whatever the fuck, right? Before they started the season. So he did, and he offered to, to pay me to help him. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's go. So I'm working with them all day. We're painting. It was a little cold that day, so we had all the windows closed, and we're painting with the fucking windows closed. And then now we're walking out of the place, and he's like, "Oh, I'm having chest pains. I'm gonna call an ambulance." And my dad, he's known for fucking going to the doctor for every little thing, calling an ambulance for every little fucking thing, right? So I'm sitting there like, dude, stop being a bitch, bro. Like, we were just painting with the fucking windows closed. Like, obviously, that's why you're having the chest pains. Fucking walk it off, be a man. And he's like, oh, no, I need an ambulance. I'm like, dude, stop fucking embarrassing me, bro. Man up and let's go. You know what I'm saying? Walk it off. No, no, go ahead, go without me. I'm calling the ambulance. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. Fucking, he calls the fucking ambulance. I just left his ass there. He was having a heart attack. And apparently he needed a quadruple bypass surgery. And I felt so bad for just leaving him there like that, just because he's the boy that cried wolf. Um, yeah, but that was the time the wolf really showed up, man. So yeah, this is just like I said. I'm not saying that's your dad's situation. Obviously, you're concerned, but just keep that concern. Don't like just neglect them because you will feel guilty about it later on in life, and you will never stop feeling guilty about it. But if you do the right thing, you'll always know you did everything you could. Yeah, he's all right. It was a AFib heart problem. We had to talk about it with my sister. Would live and all this paperwork. Oh, wait, your sister will live. Okay, okay. What, your sister's younger than you? Dina Davis, my husband, mom like that. She farts wrong. Has to. My dad will tell you straight up. He'll go to the hospital for a splinter, and it's funny because my dad is Well, at his peak, he was 6'3" and 280 pounds. Now he's like, yeah, he lost a lot of that weight. He was never really fat. I mean, he was later on in life, but like when he was, in his 20s, the dude was jacked. Nah, she's older. Then why the fuck is she worried about where she's gonna live? Why are you worried about where you're gonna live? God forbid. You know what I mean? Like, she's old enough to worry about her own self. Oh man. Hey, the only thing I gotta do is get more replaceable batteries for this vape because when I want to use that shit, I want to use that shit, and it kills the battery pretty quickly. But this one you can actually swap the batteries out. So shit, she's 17, tried an adult, which can be scary. What you talking about? Tried as an adult though? Like who's even thinking about going to jail, dude? Don't even jinx that. That's how all women are scary. What you mean, Dina? Well, like hypochondriacs you talking about? Or did I miss something? Not like that, but living conditions. Oh yeah, no doubt. That's what I'm saying. Remember? Well, I'm not even gonna lie. Like this is before my time. I obviously was not subject to this, but there was a time when you turned 18, you got kicked the fuck out of your house. Like that was it. That was the last day you got to stay at home. Trey Carlson, I was thrown out at 16. I guess I kind of was too. My situation was a little bit different though. My mom was a cop, and when I was 15, she started calling the cops on me and making shit up. My first time ever getting arrested was my mom calling the cops and reporting my fucking car stolen. Um, it was under her name, but it was my car. And then eventually it got to a point I had like five open cases at the same time because of her. And she had an anti-harass order of protection against me. So since I was a minor, like I still had to live in her fucking house. But if it did anything even to annoy her, it was enough that it was a violation of the order of protection, and they could come arrest me for that shit. So it got to be so like, it was like a trap living in the house. I had to convince my grandfather the last time that I got locked up. I had to convince him to let me stay at his house after I posted bond and all of that shit. And and that worked out. Yo, let me tell you how dirty that was. I don't even like remembering the shit. I was on the run. I knew she was gonna call the cops on me, so I dipped, right? And I was on the run for like 2 weeks. And I was still going to school and everything. I was borrowing clothes from my homeboy and shit, right? And staying at his house. This motherfucker convinced his parents. They knew why I couldn't go home. And still they were willing to let me stay at his house, right? Shout out Ray, you know who you are. So anyway, after like 2 weeks of that shit, it was getting rough, man. Like I couldn't keep doing that shit. I didn't know what the hell to do. So I went to my guidance counselor and I explained to the guidance counselor what the issue was. I told him like, yo, what was a chick? I told her I was like, yo, I want to talk to my mom and try to work this out. If we can't, I'll turn myself in. Like you know what's going on. There's no turning back now. I already told you the situation, so obviously you ain't gonna let me out of here without calling the police if it comes to that. I was like, but I want to work this out with my mom. So the guidance counselor agreed. And I called my mom, told her what I wanted to do. Told her, I talked to the guidance counselor, and the guidance counselor was willing to sit there and mediate for us and all of that shit, and that we needed to, get our problems like under the bridge. So she's like, all right, I'll be there in a few minutes. Yo, she never even rolled out of bed, man. She just hung up the phone and then called the police and was like, "Oh, he's at in the guidance counselor's office at his school." And they fucking just came and got me from there. I'm like, this bitch, man. I couldn't believe that shit, man. Like, I thought I got through that. Here's what it is, man. Good now. And the funny thing is, no matter all of that shit, I forgave her. And I get angry when I see people disrespecting their parents, like at any age, no matter who they are. When someone's being disrespectful to their parents, it's just like, dude, like those are the only parents you got. If it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be alive. So it's like, that whole I brought you into this world, I take you out. Well, maybe they don't decide to take you out, but whatever it is the fuck they do, at least they gave you life. So it's like they might be wrong. That's between them and God. God never said honor thy mother and father if they live right. You know, so it's like it's one thing to maybe not trust your parents, to avoid your parents, whatever the case may be. But it's another thing like people, especially when the people got decent parents and they're just spoiled and they grow up getting whatever the fuck they want. So you see them cursing their parents out. You know, um, what's it called? I see that shit all the time, especially with this new generation. Like, if they don't get the new Xbox as soon as they ask for it, they start cursing at the panda. That shit pisses me off. It's like, I had a fucked up mom, and I still love her. Your mom gave you everything the fuck you wanted, and for some reason, she's a piece of shit in your eyes. There's a roof over your head, food on the table, don't take advantage of it. Ben's official. What's good with you, Ben's official? Welcome back. I can't stand little kids disrespecting their parents. Yo, that should be crazy. I remember when I used to drive that ice cream truck. You don't know how many of these fucking moms they would come up with these fucking disrespectful ass kids and talking crazy to their mom. And I would tell the kid, yo, 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 yo. Let me explain something to you, little man. I don't give a fuck what you get away with that home. When you're in front of this truck, you will not talk to your mother like that. Or I won't sell your mom shit. I don't care how much she wants to offer me. I'm not giving you a fucking thing unless you apologize to your mom right now. You stop talking to her like that in front of me. I don't. I prefer you didn't ever talk to your mom like that. But I can't tell you what to do at home. But I damn sure can tell you what the fuck to do here in front of this truck. And if you want any ice cream, you don't do that. And the mom's like, thank you. Don't fucking thank me. Learn. Nice boat motorbike, my man. Oh, you know me from the other channel. That's right. I knew your name was familiar. I forgot it was from the other channel. Shout out to you. Thank you for joining us over here, brother man. Appreciate you. Alyssa, I see some of the ways kids talk to their parents, and I'm like, if your mom ain't gonna hit you, I will. Yo, you want to hear something really fucked up that I did though? Not gonna lie, my mother and I only yelled at each other. I'm a hypocrite, but my mom was always on crystal. That's not really a hypocrite though, bro. Like I said, you know what I mean? Like that's a little bit different, you know? What's it called? You know who I'm talking about. These kids that have the whole fucking world. Open mind studies. All right, you got the link already, so just join in whenever. I'm subscribed to two of your channels. Appreciate Fisher. Looks like my co-host is about to join the chat momentarily. So that's what's up. But check this out, Alyssa. Let me tell you one of the most fucked up things that I ever did, man. This kind of makes me feel guilty, right? So I was in Lowe's, like the Home Depot type of place. Did J Pole ever join in? Not on this channel. So check this out. I was walking through Lowe's, right? And I was in the department that has all like the sample doorbells, so you can ring them and see what they sound like and all that. So this little kid he kept hitting all the fucking doorbell buttons, and his dad was getting pissed. And finally, his dad was like, J. Paul was trying to get into your second child, like 3 days back. I know that's sad, man. It's so easy to find, but so hard to explain. So check this out. I'm pressing. So he's pressing all the doorbells, and his dad's getting all pissed off. And his dad to stop it, and the kid wasn't listening. So finally, his dad had enough, and he's like, "If you touch one more fucking doorbell, I'm gonna fuck you up when we get home." So the kid stopped. Like he knew that his dad wasn't playing. Like you could tell that he knew his dad was not playing. So he immediately, that was the last doorbell he pressed. Waited for him to turn around, gave it like a couple, and I pressed one of them shits and played it off like it wasn't me. Oh shit! I could only imagine what kind of beating this kid caught when he got home because his dad was not playing. The father everyone needs. Yeah, but not when there's some asshole like me around getting you in trouble. Like, granted, what I used to hear when I would be claiming innocence, right? Is, all right, well, this is for something you got away with. Guarantee you that kid got away with something. So, that's what his beating was for. You from Florida. It depends on what you mean by from. I am a Florida resident. I have been since 2015. I love it down here. I consider it home. And I have not been back to the place that I'm from since 2018 because I love it so much down here. But originally, I am from the People's Republic of New York. Certainly am. It looks like I need to put some lights on. Lance Stewart. I've never heard of Lance Stewart. You never seen my other bike, Trey? It's on the cover, but I'll take the cover off. Hold on, brother. Just not.
How about now? Am I still frozen? Am I back? Am I frozen? Let me know. Let me know, please, peoples. All right, cool. There you go, Trey. That's my little Honda right there. And then you already know the main character. But this is my little Honda. It's a Honda Grom 125. Outside the United States, it's called the MSX 125, but they couldn't call it that here since there's a chainsaw that has that name. I was saying before when you said I was frozen, I don't know if you heard it, but if you look on the motorcycle channel, there is a video of me in Colombia on my Z250 Kawasaki riding in the mountains at night and snapped the clutch cable at night in the middle of the mountains in Medellin, Colombia at like 10:30 at night, and somebody happened to pull up on us with a spare clutch cable, like just so happened to have a spare clutch cable, and we would do it in the middle of nowhere. So that was pretty cool. And like I said, I got that video up there, posted on my other chat. Damn, it looks bigger than a from than a grum. Probably because it was up next to the R1, and I was closer to the ground than the R1 when I was showing you. Fucking luck or God was on your side. Yeah, man, for real, bro. Like for real. I rode 4 miles with no clutch. 4 miles with no clutch, and then when I stopped, it was the GPS had me in the wrong place. So hold on, something just happened. Give me a second. Yeah, so 4 miles with no clutch, and like I said, when I stopped, this is how you know really God was on my side. When I finally stopped, I went to where the GPS was taking us. I was on my way out to a group ride, meeting up with some people. One of them being the owner of the custom shop that was gonna paint the bike and all that shit. So obviously he's mechanically inclined. So he was gonna help us out. I had to make it to him though. So I'm following the GPS, right? I make it 4 miles without stopping, dude. Cutting through red lights, squeezing through shit. Like I'm going up these crazy slopes in the mountains, having to gun it so I don't lose momentum. Like it was crazy. It's all on the video. You can see it all. And then what's it called? I finally get to where the GPS takes us. I stop the bike, and then I find out the GPS was wrong. We were still like a mile short of the destination, and we're like, fuck. And that's where the car pulls up a few minutes later with the clutch cable. My wife just, tried to stop the guy, and ex-wife, whatever you want to call her, tried to stop the guy, and was like, yo, do you know where we could find a clutch cable this time of night? He's like, I think I got an extra one. That shit was nuts. And then it's funny, I got back here and then caught a flat tire on 95, and somebody from Colombia pulled up on me with a plug like 2 seconds after I fucking pulled over. You take the red bike on your live stream. Right now, the engine is blown. I gotta replace the motor. But before I blew the engine, yeah, I definitely used to take that shit live all the time. I do a lot of wheelies on that shit. Is the Grom the same gearing as the 601? Nah, 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 nah. I mean, the same principle, but it's only 4 gears. The 600s and the 1000s got 6 gears. And obviously, the gear ratios, ooh, way different too. The Grom gets to the top of first gear at 27 miles an hour. The R1 is 99 miles an hour. Matter of fact, 27 miles an hour on the Grom is the rev limiter. 99 miles an hour on the R1 is just the end of the power band. Alyssa said, I need that hat you're wearing. Don't worry, merch is coming soon. And we also, the next hat that's going to come out, if you saw Sunday, this past Sunday's episode, you'll understand. The next hat that's coming out is Excursion. We got the advanced merch, and then Excursion is going to be the next merch. And if you don't get that, that means you need to watch the last episode because that shit is hilarious, dude. On the podcast, gonna have hella merch. Hella merch. It will be great, absolute, powerful. What? Wait, I'm lost, Alyssa. What are you talking about, Willis? Willissa. What you talking about, Willissa? The legend is legendary. What is good with you, kind sir? Welcome back to the chat. Legend, you know Bebop? Alright, mate. Take your red motorcycle on a live stream. The engine's on. Otherwise, I would. Like I said, once I replace the motor, I definitely will. Alright, peoples. The Unc podcast is now in full effect. We got Cam in the building, the co-host. What's good with you, sir?
Going on, my man? What's the word with you,
Ain't
man?
shit saying shit. Chilling, man. By the way, Cam announced to me today that we have a new member, a new regularly occurring guest, more than likely going to be on the podcast, undisclosed until we get some details worked out. But man, he's going to be a big contribution to the show, man. That's a real good friend from way back, and we already know, man, that the show was not the same until Buddy came around. So we got a nice cast building up here, man.
My knows what you want to talk about. What you want to get into, man? What's up?
Shit, man, it don't matter. The live stream is just all about chopping it up. The episodes, we got a
Everybody,
topic. You got something to talk about. We good though.
everybody,
Yo,
everybody.
check this out real quick though. Hold up, check this out real quick. Let me show you. You ready?
Yeah, I was looking a little bit early.
That shit put out a lot more than the other one. This should go all the way up to 430 degrees. The other one, it only go up to 410.
Okay. So everybody's scared of World War III, but everybody doesn't see it. Yes, and don't see that. going on. At the same time, like we were saying about the whole Iran. I mean, I don't want to always keep pushing on the politics, but it's breaking news and stuff like that. That's what I want to talk about
Yo,
because
it's
it's right
important,
here.
man. I keep telling these kids, man, that's the most important thing for them to know. I mean, you don't have to be totally obsessed with it, but it's good to know. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
What's
Because
going on?
it affects every piece of your life, man. It really does.
Uh, and the oil price, everything about to come back into first course. Like I said, there's a plan, but at the same time, like we already talked about, things happen that's already too far advanced, too far gone. So now you have to have them still come up with a plan. I don't understand how people go against their own block though. That doesn't make no sense to me. But it is what it is.
Yo,
Um,
yo, look at this, look at this. Alyssa, hold up, Alyssa just stuck up for you. B Bob is a dude named B Bob that be in the chat, and he
uh-huh.
is zesty, but he cool though. You know what I'm saying? And now Trey
Nasty, but
don't know who
what
B.
does that mean?
Yeah, like that motherfucker is zesty, but he respectful. Like that motherfucker don't be coming here on some bullshit. You know what I mean? Motherfucker be giving us our watch hours and our views, and don't be trying to spread no zesty propaganda. He just a zesty that you know,
Oh,
know what time it is, and don't push
he's a
beyond limits.
professional.
But anyway, someone just asked if you was Bebop. Cause I was telling Legend before something about
What?
Bebop. That motherfucker live in Arizona. So now Trey's like, "Is this Bebop as your co-host?" And Alyssa was like, "Nah, this Cam, super cool, bro, potato chip."
Huh. Hey, yo, so um, there's a few things that we could talk about. That's topics that we discuss, and there's a few things that about the channel that I wanted to get into. I know you was talking to them about topics and asking the people what they want to get into as far as what they want to see us do. Now, I have, of course, ideas, and you have ideas and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the people are going to want to chime in a little bit, whatnot. But at the end of the day, though, we're here to get into deep discussion about multiple different topics. We just happen to be chiming on topics right now because one thing right in front of our faces, and it's affecting all of us majorly right now. And it could affect us to the point of there is no more us. So we should talk about it right now to set up the
Exactly.
table. But after this,
Especially when you have an opinion that you're not seeing really out there. If you have the same opinion as everybody else, then it don't even make no sense to talk about it. But our opinion usually be different than both sides.
oh yeah, I'm a super conservative with everything. So and I'm not mean, I mean I'm conservative. Period. You know what I'm saying? I don't care party, none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm
You're
conservative.
breaking up.
You know? But yeah, other than that,
You cutting in and out.
I don't know why.
Chat, is he cutting in and out for y'all too, or is it just me? Yeah, yeah. Trey just said the same shit. It's weird though because your connection sounds strong, but once you start talking, it, it it's, it's just literally in and out. You gotta stop
Y'all
and
hear me
start.
now?
Same shit.
Same shit.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Legend, you pausing the wrong shit. So, Bomber T, what up, Bomber T? Appreciate you for finding us over here. Bomber T said he in and out. And the next fucking comment is Legend calling pause. And then he wrote that he was calling pause on Cam is super conservative. Motherfucker just said he in and out, and you pause and Cam is super conservative. Yo, you got the pause game all fucked up. Legend is legendary.
You know, he loves pause.
Oh man, what did James Conner R7 say earlier? Oh, buddy was like, "Oh, I went down today, but I'm good though."
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I mean,
Bomb
um,
Bomber T though, that's the homie right there. Bomber T, man. Bomber T is one of the OGs from my other channel, but he ain't been around for a minute. He must have been in the stream when I wasn't able to read the chats and heard me mention this chat. I don't even remember hollering at buddy, and then all of a sudden I see him in the chat like, "Oh shit, what up, Bomber T?"
Well, let me get my stuff situated, folks. I'm not even ready, you know, chimed in, jumped in, chimed in, put my PTR, and on. You know, what do you think about this air crash that happened in LaGuardia Airport? They want to
I
say that
didn't even hear about that.
huh?
I didn't even hear about that.
What? What are you not? Yo, where the hell you be at, man? That's just all over the all over everywhere. Plane crashed into a fire truck on LaGuardia Airport at the on the
I
runway.
did not hear that. Bomber T, I got the same helmet. That shit is fire, man. Comfortable. Dude, I didn't even know about that. Was it another fucking DEI pilot?
See, now that's a funny thing because Canada, but we don't know about all of that yet. But that's a funny question. That's very interesting. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They just got the name earlier today, Air Canada flight.
Because if it is
Two
DEI
pilots
hire,
died, huh?
no, but that ass though, that ass, if it was a DEI hire, then the only logical explanation is that somebody sabotaged one of the mechanics must have sabotaged the plane to make the DEI look bad. Obviously,
Oh, yeah. Nah, what happened was uh, the, the plane that had an emergency on the runway, and they sent the fire, the emergency response there, and what happened was that another plane was landing and ran into the fire truck. Two pilots killed, the firemen are when the light
bro, your
hold on,
connection is horrible. Are you
huh?
on Bluetooth? Are you on Bluetooth?
Nah, I'm not no Bluetooth. Nothing.
Are you connected to Wi-Fi that's far away or something?
What Wi-Fi, my man? Nah, what about?
No, but you know how sometimes when you in front of a crib or something, you might connect to the Wi-Fi and it be weak because your shit is cutting in and out. Crazy. I'm just trying to figure out any way we can fix it.
I mean, you got a whole bunch of animal noises in your background. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I'm all up in the fucking zoo, but I'm saying it ain't me. It's the whole chat. Everybody's saying he's cutting in and out. Yeah, and what's his name? Trey just mentioned Chuck Norris. Yeah, a lot of people. Know, I thought it was bullshit because you keep hearing this shit, fake shit about celebrities dying. But yeah, Chuck Norris really is dead. We should do an episode about Chuck Norris jokes. Stop moving your hands. Pause. That is crazy.
You hear me now?
Hell yeah.
Nah, I figured it out now.
Hell
I see
yeah.
what's going on with YouTube, what you have to do with your settings and all that stuff before. I know what's going on now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, so Trey,
Something told me to look into the phone and look at the settings in the phone, and I figured out what YouTube be doing to the phone volume and stuff.
what was it?
Nah, it's just that YouTube decides they want to mess with your phone volume, and you have to change your phone volume before you go into. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, YouTube be fucking up on this app a lot, and the app is the only way to do this. But yeah, Trey just reminded me about Chuck Norris passed, and I thought it was bullshit when I first heard it, just because you always constantly hearing about this celebrity died, that celebrity died, blah blah blah. It always be bullshit. And you know Chuck Norris, man, that motherfucker was supposed to live forever. Um, he was supposed to
What do
be the
you mean?
one to
And move the earth.
yeah, exactly. Yo, matter of fact,
You
Chuck
put it
Norris
down on the
died
earth.
20. Yo, Chuck Norris died 20 years ago. The Grim Reaper just finally built up the courage to tell
Yep,
him.
exactly.
But I was gonna say we should do an episode straight Chuck Norris jokes, or like a memorial to Chuck Norris. Don't necessarily got to be jokes. Talk about that motherfucker career, whatever the case may be. Bruce Lee and Walker Texas Ranger and all that shit. Get into the fucking jokes and all that.
Yeah, I want to start doing a lot more stories and having putting up story time and doing graphics and stuff like that. But we're gonna do that soon,
Uh-huh.
surely, surely, surely. We have plans. You have a lot of plans coming up. A lot of things happening.
Oh, hell yeah. We got a subscriber, Gallon of Cactus. He's like a professional troll. That motherfucker's ill. He's like my troll guard dog. He came into the chat trolling. I trolled him back. Real recognized real. We've been cool ever since. And now whenever he in the chat and somebody come in trolling, he handles that for me, so I could just keep on going about my business. Um, what's it called? Buddy was like, yo, I can't wait to hear some of the Mr. Frosty stories and shit. Like, the motherfucker wanted specifically
Well,
requested.
tell some conspiracy stories.
Yeah. No, but we gotta do an episode for that shit, though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Fuck, you know.
we ain't gotta go too crazy. Tell one or two, and what we need to do is get some of your old footage, edit, cut it, and put it out there.
Oh hell, you know that's what I'm saying. I want to do an episode because I got mad. I was like, this one is fucking crazy. I got two that are fucking nasty as fuck, right? But both times it wasn't on the real Mr. Softy. It was on some bullshit fucking the fake ass competition truck. So this is why you don't ever want to go to the competition truck. So the first one was my first day ever. We were somewhere in the Bronx. I can't remember exactly where we were at, right? No. We wasn't in the Bronx. We were on Roosevelt Island. Cause the Bronx when we went to the Bronx it was Van Cortlandt Park. We was on Roosevelt Island, right? And my step pops. This is my first day ever. I was 11 years old, about to turn 12. My step pops and his friend they were working together on the ice cream truck. My step pops brought me as a helper, and his friend brought my homeboy Jay, who was like probably like 13 or 14 at the time, maybe 15 at most. And we were the helpers, and we were basically working all day and serving everybody while these motherfuckers were just getting drunk and chilling. And so we had the old school machines. The new machines, they got hoses that go down into the containers of mix and pump the mix up from the containers. Old school machines were gravity fed. You used to have to pour the mix in the top. So Jay was like, yo, open me up a gallon of vanilla. And you know, I'm very literal. So I go in there and I see one is open already and I pick it up and it's fucking full. So I'm like, yo, there's one already open. You want this one? He's like, yeah, pass it. So he fucking goes to dump it in. He's like, bro, that wasn't mixed. That was fucking Eddie and Sal's piss. My step pops and his man was pissing in the fucking empty mix container all fucking day because they was drunk as fuck, drinking beers all
Oh
day,
my God.
and they filled up the container. So we told them, and they were like, "Fuck it, nothing we can do now. Just dump like 3, 4 more gallons in there. Dump as much mix as you can. Dilute that shit."
What
So
type
they
of
had,
food?
uh,
Uh,
uh
Never going to ice cream truck again.
so look now. We did that shit. We diluted the fuck out that shit. Kept serving all day. Yo, wouldn't you know it? The motherfucker, the actor that played Grandpa Munster, came and bought an ice cream cone from us that day.
Nah, y'all out of control.
Yo, nah. This one was bad. The next one was horrible. So there was a fucking bum that was picking food out of the garbage can. And he wasn't even technically a bum. He had a job. He was handing out flyers for a strip club or some shit like that. But and he was
That's
kind
not
of
a job.
clean. Like
Just
no,
getting
I know
50
what
hours
I'm saying.
a day,
But
hand out flyers.
no, no. But he had a haircut. He had clean clothes on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like and he was handing out the flyers, whatever. So now
Clothes.
and
I
look
never
and
would
we see the mother. But look, so now we see Buddy. Every time somebody throw something out that was still good, he would go snatch it up out the garbage can and eat it.
have.
So I noticed that shit, and the dude that I was working for, mind you, I was like 14. The dude that I was working for was a fucking scumbag, and had the fucked up sense of humor. So he wasn't gonna be like, nah, I don't do that. So I was like, yo, watch this. He's watched me. I take a fucking bomb pop, the red, white, and blue one. I take a bite off that shit, couple bites off that shit, so it look legit. I spit on it. I pour some fucking lemon bleach, right? And on the fucking on the pop, and then I jump out of the truck and I go and I throw it in the fucking garbage can, right? And I keep walking, come around, come back in. Now we see the motherfucker grab that shit out of the garbage can, eat the whole
Yeah,
fucking
I
thing.
was one that did move.
Huh?
Nah, he's saying Ozzy's dead movie.
Oh
Go,
yeah,
go,
yeah.
go on, Mr. Asshole, with your asshole story.
So, so
Jerk,
now, so yeah, we just kept doing
I'm
that shit.
gonna
We're
put
sitting
next
there
to
for
your
the next
thing,
8 hours, 8 hours just fucking with shit, and putting in the garbage can. So now this motherfucker comes with the finale. He grabs a milkshake cup, not the blender cup, but just one of the milk final cup that it gets poured into to hand out to the customer, and goes across the street and takes his shit in the fucking cup. Goes into a bathroom or some Bed Bath and Beyond or whatever. Took his shit in the fucking cup. Comes back, makes a chocolate shake and pours the chocolate shake into the fucking cup that had this shit in it and put it in the fucking
what's wrong
garbage
with
can.
y'all? Where y'all get y'all humor from?
Like I said, I didn't do that shit. I was 14 years old looking at the motherfucker like he was crazy even at the time. But I'm laughing for the from the reaction. The bum was drinking that shit, and once he fucking saw, like once he drunk it down enough to see that shit in the cup, yo, buddy just started puking right there on the fucking spot. Oh man, that shit was horrible. Hey, you talking? This was a
Man,
grown ass man. This was a grown ass man doing that shit. The dude was like, oh, fuck, like 25, 26 years old. Yeah. All right, different dude that I was working for. This is when I was driving, and what's it called? And one of the first dude that I ever was a helper for, he was now owning his own truck, and I was driving it for him, but my license was fucked up. I didn't want to drive it back to the Bronx. I didn't mind doing the route in Manhattan, but I didn't feel like driving that shit back to the Bronx with no fucking license, going over the bridge and all that shit. So Buddy would come meet me in Manhattan at the end of the day, drop me off at the fucking train, and he would take the truck back to the Bronx. So we're uptown, and there was somebody that did not belong there, and my boy had took a empty cone box and just littered, threw that shit outside the fucking truck at a light. And the dude that didn't belong there, he heard it. He was facing the other direction. He heard that shit, so turned around, saw the shit on the floor, thought we dropped it, and comes and picks the shit up. Hey man, here you go. And my boy was like, "Oh, thank you so much." Waited for the guy to take a couple steps, threw it again. Was like, "Yo, my bad, bro, my bad. I dropped it again." But he came, fucking gave it to us. Got him like two or
hey,
three more times
he's the
before he
asshole,
finally
right?
realized, huh?
I know he's wrong.
What happened?
I watched Two Girls, One Cup.
Oh, I don't have all messages enabled. That's why you reading all this shit I can't see. Yeah, so they took the guy like two or three more times of stopping, walking, to bring the shit back before he realized we were fucking with him.
You got hurt.
Yo, yeah, it's fucked up again. The sound.
I don't know. I didn't do nothing. I didn't even touch nothing.
That's weird.
Very, very,
It
very,
it
very.
it like it sounds like that. Yo, this shit came with a motherfucking with this shit, right? It holds four of the fucking the dosing capsules. I
So wait,
really liked it. And the
and it's just it's a
it's what?
you don't actually put stuff in it. It's a cartridge.
No, it's an empty cartridge. You gotta fill it up.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So look,
What's up?
that's you fill the shit
What's
up,
up with
and
your
then,
What's up with your
huh?
son?
What's up with what?
What's up with your fingers, son?
I'm a man. I work with my hands for a living.
Oh shit! Let me find that. Oh,
So look, check it out. Now, once it's done, this is what it looks like. See, it's not ash. It just turns brown.
it's like dehydrated.
Pretty much, yeah. You just get all the good shit out of it, and it don't burn it. There's no smoke or nothing. So now, that's my preferred way to use it because it keeps the unit clean anyway. So you just drop one of those in here, put the mouthpiece back on, and the mouthpiece is glass. So it even tastes better than the other one because the other one has a plastic mouthpiece. Now it's real expensive plastic. It's like medical grade plastic, so it's not like as nasty as it possibly could be. But glass is always gonna taste better. I got
That's
I got these shits.
tastes better, but all right.
Huh?
You said the glass tastes better.
I got fucking what's it called? I got something called glass joint, right? It comes with six little like six tubes that you fill up with the bud, and then there's one pusher rod. You only need one for you just keep swapping it out. And now what you do is you light it, and as you puff on it, you just keep pushing. I'll bring it out. I'll explain it better. It's like a syringe, like a glass syringe, and you fill it up with bud,
Drug stuff.
and huh?
Sounds like some. What was that shit? Street fire.
No, no, no. It's not. There's no needle for it though. It's like picture the same principle as a syringe. It's two pieces. It's all made out of glass. You fill
Like, what the hell are you talking about here?
when
Like,
you,
what the?
you fill up the first part with bud, and then as you light it, and as it burns, you push out the ash basically.
Right. Like hemp roll paper and backwards.
Yeah, I'm telling you, them damn fucking glass joints is just pure bud. Like there's no paper, like nothing. Matter of fact, hold on a second. Let me go get that shit so I can show you what I'm talking about. This shit is fire. I don't have any use for it. I'm not really smoking. You know what? When I do feel like smoking, I'm gonna use this shit.
Where'd you go? Spring loading. You like the glass joints? They come in handy. I don't like the glass joints. Make you feel weird. I don't know, man. Glass, no paper guy. I go paper planes, man. Paper planes. You know?
Yo, you couldn't hear me that whole time?
Nah, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
That's so weird.
Nah.
It's supposed to be through my headphones. All right, so look, here's how that shit works. This shit is cool as fuck. So now you fill this up with bud,
What's the name of the
right?
product? Get the name of the product. Give the website.
Gra- This is the grav. Oh, no. That we gotta do on the video. We're on the live. We're not supposed to be advertising that kind of shit. They'll fuck with the channel for that. All right, so look. So you fill this part up with bud. Obviously, you take the end cap out. You fill this part with bud, and now when you light it, as it smokes, you use this to push it through, so the cherry is always on the outside of the glass and it don't go out. So you don't have to sit there, with a lighter just lighting that shit. You just light it once, just like a joint, and you just keep puffing on that shit. And as you go, you just push the bud to the edge, and as long as the cherry stay out there, it doesn't go out. Stay lit.
Nah, I'm good. Looks cool though. Looks like a good gift you can give to somebody. See, you look like it was too much effort just now.
Well, not. Well, I mean, here's the shit though. This comes with six of them, so you can just pre-fill all of these, and when you want, you just pop it out and just use it.
I like that. That's cool. I just pre-roll them and just walk around and just light them when I'm feeling.
Exactly. Now, like I said, now that I got used to this, I prefer this more than anything because, like I said, a point two will last like 15 minutes. It's just puffing away, how you high as fuck. Because it's vaping out the THC from it. You're not burning the leaf itself, so it's not like, all right, however long it takes to burn, and you get what you get out of it. Nah, you get if you get the good bud, that shit'll last forever.
So check me out, folks. We're gonna do is we're gonna separate out some of the stuff and do episodes of different series. We're gonna do like a outdoor adventurous series, a man on the street series, a prison series because we're in America. We have the most prisoners in the world, so we have to touch on a prison topic and do a prison series. We know a few people that, and we know a few people that like to go out and adventure and hike and hunt, and people who like to do diving. I know some scuba divers, and I know some people that got boats. So we're gonna have to talk to different people, go into different subject matters, and show you guys the people how you can get involved in these type of subjects or these type of activities. It's up to you guys, but we'll show you at least how to get involved and how to get there, and give you this information about those particular. Like I got a technical like to want to talk to you guys about certain amount of things. So we got a few different things that we.
Trey, what do you mean? Are y'all motherfuckers game at all? Like doing like video games? Yeah. I got a collection of old school video games, but I don't play like any. I don't have a PS5 or anything.
Yeah, I gotta
I
get back.
got the
I used to be a Call of Duty head.
yeah. Back in the days to fuck with that shit. But it's been a minute.
I used to be like listen, or Call of Duty used to be like a twice a day thing. We had a crew. Dudes I never met before. We'd be on Call of Duty with them, and I talk to them every day, but I never met them before.
Yo, you should have been in my. You should have been in my crib, man. It used to be me, Cedric, fucking BJ, pause, and just a whole bunch of people over, just on Call of Duty. And I had the mic instead of having the headset. I had the one mic that everybody in the room could talk shit.
He said it started back in 2019. What the hell are you playing? You're like grown men. Like, what else are you gonna play besides something like you shoot? Grown men. You're not gonna play like some fantasy game.
Little Big Planet.
Maybe racing games or something like that. That's cool too. I definitely can go with the racing games. connection is insane. What the hell? My shit's still acting up.
Nah, I think you're talking about a game called the Connect. You know, a racing game of all time, motherfuckers don't about that shit, and I got it. It took
What
me a
Need for
while to
Speed?
find it. Nah, everybody know about that. Tokyo Extreme Racer Zero on fucking PS2. That shit is so fire. I bought a PS2 just for that game.
Oh, man.
Oh, the Connect is the mic where everybody can talk. That's what he said. Well, shit, back then it was the PS I, the PlayStation I. It was like a web that was for specifically for the play. It didn't have to be a webcam. You
Yeah,
could
I
use it just as
like
a
when
mic.
shit. They had that whole thing. You go around the whole FDR and down you go around the whole Manhattan. That shit is
Bruh.
fire. That game was fire.
Oh, I didn't know that. I would have liked that.
What? Cars are realistic. You go all the way around the FDR, around West Side Highway. Word. That was like with the main race. And then they had one where you going through Queens and stuff like that. I go. That game was fire.
They had the Jackie Robinson.
Nah, yo, you know what?
Oh,
It's not hard to get it. I mean, no, it is hard to do a video game, but I mean, to get the concept going and stuff like that, and you just have to pay for people to write the code. But it's a simple game. It don't have to be
not
nothing
anymore. They get motherfucking AI to do that shit.
that too. But I know street people that do the right code. Not even a few, like two people that I know that
Yeah,
make it.
yeah, yeah. But like I said, now at this AI write that fucking code. They got people
And he's really.
AI doing all that
That's
shit. Man.
why I like my little brother on. Who's a real gamer. Talk. He said he got over 150 PS2 games. Sheesh. I mean, you got them all digital or you got them all still on disc?
Now
But then,
PS2, they don't have digital on the PS2.
well, I'm not a 2K type of guy. My little brother's a 2K type of guy. I gotta get him on
I always loved Madden, but I always sucked.
disc. Fire, fire, fire. You the man. You got it on disc. Fire,
It
fire.
has to be.
That's
PS2 don't
clean.
have no digital.
No, but now with the newer PS2s, you can play the old games.
What do you mean to do with PS2s?
Yeah. All the new game consoles now you can play the older games.
Oh, the PS5. You talking about the newer PlayStation?
That's what I'm saying.
All
The
right, got you.
PlayStation and Xbox,
Yeah.
you can play the older games now.
hmm Oh yeah. So Trey, check it out. I got the original Nintendo. I got Super Nintendo.
Great
I
too.
got Nintendo
Toxic.
64, Sega Genesis,
He said toxic
Sega Game Gear, Game Boy Color.
game gear. I don't know. I was a PlayStation. But when Xbox started coming out proper, I was an Xbox guy after that. And I just stayed with Xbox. You ever remember SOCOM? That's when I had PlayStation. SOCOM and
Yeah, yeah.
you could walk around with your memory card and you put that in and go to other people's house and have your team that you customize.
Mm-hmm.
That's those were the days. Now I don't know about all that. They digitalize it, makes you like stuck with your. You have to play with your console. Unless you're gonna walk around with your console and go to somebody's house with your console.
Yeah. But they figure you playing online now anyway. Motherfuckers don't go to chill with each other
I
anymore.
my PlayStation, and I got the Nintendo, the Sega. I got Sega Genesis too. Still, I still got the Sega Genesis. I know I'm playing this wrapped up in boxed up storage.
Trey said he stopped playing
Weird ass
after
control.
Xbox One with.
Hands is too small. People with bigger hands like the Xbox.
No, I heard chicks with big hands like the Xbox.
Oh
You
But
still got all of it. It's not that I still got it all. I rebought all that shit later on in life. So like not just recently. I mean I've had the shit probably like a good 10, 15 years by now, but yo,
and
wow, more than
y'all remember
that.
the game
Oh
F-22
fuck.
Raptor?
Yo, time flies. Holy shit. I'm thinking about like I bought my I'm not PS. I bought my Nintendo 64 probably like a good 20 years ago almost. It just doesn't feel like it was 20 years ago because I was already grown when I bought it.
Hey, yo, y'all ever played F-22 Raptor?
I never even heard of that shit.
What? Nah, that game is crazy. That F-22 Raptor was a computer game. Yo, that's big. All right, see what they doing, right? Is all of these video games is to show y'all and to see who's good with drones. They've been losing back then that they was gonna get into this type of warfare. They even showed you in Star Wars the drones and the droids. The droids is what's gonna shock people when they start realizing
Droid.
that they have real droids. Like all this video game stuff that you see going on, where they put the sensors on guys and let make guys move around and get the movement of the guys. That was all
Fuck.
prepared for what's happening right now. If you guys didn't realize it, that actually that technology is what they're using for the droids and for the drones and droids. Now drones are autonomous vehicles. Drones or droids, androids, are going to be humanoid that are autonomous, independent autonomous vehicles. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be plugged in with AI, and each one individually, so it itself can learn. Basically, this is the Terminator movie. We're already in step one or two of the Terminator. You understand? And that's what people not realizing when they really get into this. You got to cut and paste this because this is very important what we're talking about right now. And that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I swear they've been at this kind of shit. Yep, 100%, 100%. They've been had this stuff. See, this stuff has been around since the 70s, 80s. They implemented it into the technology in the 90s, and they mass produced it out for people in the late 90s, early 2000s. And in the 2000s, that's when we got implemented into it, where we got accustomed to it in the 2000s, 2010. And now where it's like everyday technology. But if you listen back, people are talking about it and warning you, the Jim Mars, you know what I'm saying? Certain guys that's out there that were putting this information out there about this type of technology and what it actually brings. You know what I'm saying? Because this type of technology is not not foreign, but it is foreign because we just don't know that it's there because it's ancient. You know what I'm saying? If Russia teens can do it, yep, yeah, exactly, exactly. Now we could build drones and have spectacular type of technology too, but it's all about our regulation. We have a lot of bullshit regulation here too in America.
Yo, you
That's
can't even fly a fucking drone here without a FAA license. That shit is crazy.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes perfect sense when you realize who's doing what laws and what's happening in the world, or not the world, but what's happening in our and you start realizing what's actually happening is they're slowly but surely putting out little bits of technology to certain companies so the companies can re-engineer it and those companies now sell certain technologies to other companies and that's when you start having something like the game console where now you have memory inside of a box and stuff where you have a terabyte of memory inside of an Xbox. You know what I'm saying? 2 terabyte, 4 terabyte of memory in the Xbox
Hmm.
and where it's a whole computer.
They got phones now with 4 terabytes. I think. I think I'm not sure, but they got at least one. Nah, they got 1 terabyte on your phone. That's
That's
crazy.
that's nuts. That's
Yeah.
nuts. I mean,
Uh huh.
here,
But
oh, excuse me. Here's what's gonna scare people, right? People don't realize that AI and not a subdued technology. Building an AI is just coding in a certain manner, and then you can teach the computer to code itself, and then you can teach the computer to
Uh
learn as it keeps moving. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing is that you're gonna have a lot of different rogue AIs and people out there that's gonna build their own structures, and that's what's gonna be the next wave as far as uh, economy wise, and also it may bring, you know what I'm saying? Because now code
You're breaking. And check out what Trey said in the chat.
you know, I know I talked about the the hell you doing, man? Doing
Huh?
some nice
Oh,
business over there, man. There's like the guys
no, I'm gonna.
on the school board thing, and he up like the back on. He's in the
You,
off on the,
you cutting up really bad.
hey yo, folks, when you come when his screen come back on, you're gonna get a show, buddy.
Uh,
It's gonna be something to watch.
yeah, fill me up some dosing capsules.
Hey, what we need to do is we need to do an episode right after. I want to talk about some stuff. It's not a right platform for what I want to talk about.
Yo, you cutting up really bad.
I don't know how or why. You can hear me now?
Yeah, well, I mean, but I, as soon as you said you can hear me now, all the background noise cut out. Like so, if you would have kept talking, it would have cut out right, like on the next word.
So it's the background noise.
No, no, it's not even the background noise. It's what I'm saying is like I heard the background noise go completely dead, like as soon as you were done. So basically, like it would have muted. You know what I'm saying? It's not because of the background noise. The background noise was an indication to me that it still did that shit, but it did it after you were done talking. You know.
Hmm.
Sometimes you're talking is good. Sometimes it keeps cutting it up so you can like hardly hear it. It'll like every other word it mutes it. It sounds like you know when you got headphones back in the day with the wire connection and the wire's fucked up and you got to sit there playing with that shit to get it to work. Pause. Sound like that. Oh, I feel like that was some guilty conscience shit. When Buddy was talking all crazy about when my screen come back on.
No, actually, still talking. You wasn't talking. You making mad noise. I was about to walk into to a store.
Nah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what you doing with the screen off. After all of that
I
shit you was
just
talking
turned the
about
screen off.
motherfuckers with their screens off. No, that's what I'm saying. So earlier what you were saying when I turned my screen like that must be what you doing now,
How fast that is?
huh? Uh-huh.
That's why I got this car because it looked like every other car, so it don't look like my other cars. My other cars, everybody know that's that guy. Yeah, I got the rims on it. It look nice. Now this car like every other fucking car. I did it on purpose. This one here, I did that on purpose. Huh? Yeah. What you got going on? This nigga stupid.
Nefarious character.
You going back to the block? I'm about to pull up on you. I'm hop on a podcast.
And Trey,
He
I
like,
didn't see that
he
video.
like, he like, yo, that car look like everybody else's car. I can never remember how you look. Da, da, da. I'm like, yeah, that's why I got this. And I forgot which one. Everybody got other cars now. I hear the cars got, you know what I'm saying? Brand new, look nice. This is why I keep it in my pocket.
Mhm. Let's see. My bad. I'm on Forza doing some races. Yo, that Forza shit. I heard that shit is fire, man. That's something I want to do a little bit of looking into. I feel like I would pass to some racing games. Come on. There we go. I knew you could do it. What, Trey, what is your vehicle of choice on Forza? Man, I have drag racing cars, off-road surfing cars, country cars. In real life or on Forza? Oh, he can go. I just realized he cut out. Come on. What you mean, come on? Bro, like, everybody watches YouTube, even like really rich people. So you could have all those things. I mean, come on. Wow, what a wonderful audience. Tell me somebody knows what that's from. Wow, what a wonderful audience. Shit, in real life, I'm between making a business or getting a built GTR, maybe a built 150 single cab. It's a tough choice though, because I love the GTR. But at the same time, I ride a motorcycle, so it'd be nice to have that F-150 to chauffeur something when I need to bring it to the shop or something. Hell yeah, South Park. That was fucking Jimmy. I think my favorite episode with Pause with Jimmy was the one. Why my camera cut out when I added you?
Oh,
That's crazy. As soon as
it's
I
been
hit
your
ads for you,
connection
it
this
cut my
whole time.
camera out. Huh?
I said, no, I knew it was your connection this whole time.
Yeah, okay. So we were talking about Jimmy from South Park,
Okay.
and I think my favorite episode with him on it was when Wendy broke up with Stan, and Stan asked Jimmy to holler at her for him,
Uh-huh.
and he was like, "Tell her she's a continuing source of inspiration to me." And Jimmy goes over, "Hey, Wendy, Stan says you're a cunt. Stan says you're a cunt, a cunt, a cunt." And she's like, well, tell him to fuck off. She walks away, and then he gets the rest of it out. Continuing source of inspiration to him.
Shit, speaking of your man, other man is all the way up there.
He cutting up.
I said, speaking of your man, speaking of stuttering, your man Stutter Man is up there
Up there by who?
by Canada. Where's it? Where's your big
The,
up?
word? I thought he was. I thought he was in Rikers. What he doing? Like he doing? Oh yeah, that's right. He got a nice little bit ahead of him. That was he was just doing that. That first year in Rikers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I totally forgot what was going on with him. Seen that the day.
What does that mean for his phone time though? Is it does that give us more of an opportunity to get him on?
I mean, he could call and we could do audio.
Yeah, but I'm saying is remember that the issue in Rikers was all the fucking
What
the
noise?
time that he could spend on the phone. No, the time that he was able to spend on the phone and shit. He
No,
did
no,
have
no, no,
more
no. Yeah,
available.
you got a half hour call.
Okay, okay. Yo, neither one of us got fucking video right now. Let me exit out of this shit. Come back in and see if I can fix it. You're gonna have to probably re-request it though.
Yeah, yeah, do it again. My phone.
All right, there we go. That worked.
She came back home, but I can't hear you.
You can't hear me at all, or you can't hear me good. So I wasn't talking loud. Trey, you hear me? Trey, you there? You hear me? Anybody hear me? Yo, so can you tell? I don't know if he's reading the chat, but can you tell Cam that you can hear me? So it must be his shit. Alright, cool. I got all my little dose capsules full. No. Oh, I think I got just enough to fill this one more too. I don't know, people. I don't know what's been going on with YouTube lately, man. But all types of foolishness like this been happening. All issues, video issues, this yo issues, daddy yo issues. I don't know. I think it's about time to call it a wrap for the day. Appreciate y'all for joining us. This has been another live stream by the Unc Podcast. By the way, to anybody that here from the other channel and you happen to be interested in motorcycle related content, I daily ride a Yamaha R1 on my other channel, and I go live pretty much everywhere I go. The app for that channel is I Douglas, AYEDOOGLAS, and all right, Trey, you take it easy too, sir. Be safe out there, brother man. And to everybody else, all y'all have a good night. Thank you for joining. Catch you tomorrow. Later, peoples.